G'day guys, Brent Draper here. Now I've got an absolute belter of a dish for you guys using broccolini. Now did you know from the 6th of April to the 3rd of May, Coles will be donating 35 cents from every family size bunch to the Stephanie Alexander Kitchen Garden Foundation. Now I love this foundation. They're showing our kids, the next generation, the importance of food. Without further ado, my lemon garlic broccolini pasta. First thing, boiling water. Now we're going to season that boiling water with some salt, and you want it about as salty as the seawater, you know. Now I've gone for rigatoni because I love the big tubes, and now when you're making this sort of creamy, saucy pasta, that sauce and the little bits of the speck and the parmesan get stuck up inside that rigatoni, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we want 400 grams, which is about 3/4 of this big bag from Coles, into the boiling water. 1.5 teaspoons of plain flour. Now this is a little tip, all right? What I've got is the boiling water. I'm gonna put that in. We're gonna give it a little stir. Now you just want it to be sort of a pasty, sort of creamy consistency. And now into the water, give it a stir. Later on, when we go to make our sauce and thicken our sauce, we're going to steal some of that water. It's got the flour in it there, so it thickens our sauce. Now, what we're going to do is get onto our broccolini. Big family bunch, heaps of broccolini. I like to chop it into sections, so we're going to go into thirds because we want to keep the broccolini sort of as whole as we can. Righto, let's go. Bit of olive oil into the pan. We're going to start with these big chunky bits. We're going to chuck them in first, and we'll just give them a couple more minutes than the top. We still want them a little bit crunchy, but we don't want it sort of soggy, and these will tend to burn a lot quicker than the big, you know, tree chunks. All right, so been about 2 minutes. We're going with the tops and all this leftover goodness. Don't waste any leaf. Give that a bit of a 1-2. Broccolini is beautiful. Look how green it is. Now, while this pan's still hot, we're gonna go in with the pine nuts. If you're gonna burn anything, you're gonna burn pine nuts. So keep an eye on them, keep turning them. I would be pulling them off right now because in a jiffy, they're just gone. So we'll chuck them on the plate here, beautiful. Now, what we're gonna do is we're onto the speck. You can smell it. Oh, it's so smoky, this Beechwood smoked speck. Now we want to chuck in the garlic. I've diced it up pretty thick, let it do its thing. Lemon, little zester. Let's get that in. We want to do about half a lemon, I reckon. Bit of a stir here. We're going to go in with some parmesan. Back in with the broccolini, the pine nuts. We also got half of this lemon. Squeeze that on top. That cheese starting to melt. Oh. In we go with the cream. Give that a good stir. Let this simmer for a bit. I've also reserved the pasta water. We're going to add a bit of our pasta water, and that will thicken up as it cooks. Pour the pasta in. Beautiful. Now it's all about just folding it, and you want to get the sauce into that rigatoni. So you want a bit of cracked pepper in there. This is when we're going to season it with our salt. A little bit more of lemon. In you go. Now some fresh parsley. And you just want to roughly chop that. So you just give it a little chop like that. You love broccolini, don't you? Do you? So yeah, that is just about it. We're going to let that thicken a little bit more. Some more parmesan. Check it out. We got lemon, we got speck, we got broccolini, parmesan. Beautiful. Kids are going to love it.